Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 17th. We are just going to jump right in here, Scorpio, and see what is going on for you. You have this business card. It says, elevate your awareness and think bigger if you want different results. There you go. You also have this writer card. It says, your words have more power and have power and influence. Share your gifts with the world. So I would watch your words at this time. I would say in the mid-monthly readings, almost every single person had something about, manifesting things very quickly or needing to watch their words. So make sure to watch your words. Make sure that you use good words on yourself and the things that you want to create in your life. But you have the Page of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Justice card. There's definitely some balance entering into your life with the Justice card, and a lot of fulfillment I see as well with that Nine of Cups. I kind of feel, I am almost positive that I've said this to you before, Scorpio, but it's almost as if you're about to live, 7 years in like 1 year. That's really the feeling that I get here. I don't think it's going to be that dramatic, but, I kind of get the feeling of, things coming together very, very quickly in your life. But really it hasn't, I think it's been a long journey for you, but it's almost as if the energy is finally catching up. I'm almost positive that I said this to you like a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago. I don't remember when it was, but, I really get that feeling for you. And again, it might sound, I'm not trying to make it sound, better than it is what I want to say here. I'm not trying to like clickbait you into thinking that this is like something super amazing. And again, I want to stress that, I feel this has been years of work. So, but it's almost as if everything is catching up all at once. I kind of feel like that's how it works. I've seen it happen in my own life. Like all of a sudden this channel exploded, right? When years ago, I was stuck at like 40,000, somewhere around there. And, for years, and nothing I was doing was working to grow it. And then like all of a sudden I blew up to 100,000, and then before you knew it, I'm where I'm at right now. So, it's like everything caught up all of a sudden. And that's like the feeling I get here for you, Scorpio, where it's maybe you feel like your life is a mess, or, for some of you. But really, I think everything is coming together. The Page of Swords is a card of immaturity, for whatever reason, that's popping into my head, but it's also popping into my head that something is going to mature very quickly. So again, make sure to watch your words with that writer card. Make sure to use positive words so good things happen. You have the Nine of Cups. I feel you just have to keep being in the energy of what you want. I always say Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment. You do have the star here, so I would definitely make a wish this week. Anything you want, I would wish for it. But I would also say that really the Nine of Cups is a card of bathing in the energy of something you want. It is an energy of being the thing that you want to be before you are that thing. And it's not even fake it till you make it. It is just be what you want. It's just that simple. So there's no faking or anything like that, but it's about matching the energy of the things that you desire to have in your life. And it's pretty simple. If you want love, what do people, go do what people who are in love do. If you want more money, go do the things that people with money do, right? And matching energy, it's completely changed my life. It's free. It doesn't have to cost any money either. It can be something simply as, adopting the daily habits of successful people that are successful of what you want or whatever, right? So just do it. Justice is cause and effect. I feel you're seeing how, things are balancing out. I feel like you're seeing how cause and effect is working in your life, and I feel you're seeing how things are really just kind of seem to be coming together for you here, Scorpio. So I really feel like things are kind of just coming together. That's really all I get here. With the Page of Swords, you have the Hermit. There could be a Virgo spying on you. I feel like you've had like a no good for nothing Virgo all up in your business for a while. So, this could be a past person. We have Venus retrograde. I would definitely not allow anyone from the past in. Again, not telling you what to do. You do whatever you want. You want to make the mistake, go for it. But, I would just say it's not a good time for that. So, there you go. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Seven of Cups. I feel like you need to focus. Too many things, too many ideas with the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, there are good things and bad things in those cups, but he just needs to pick a cup and make it happen. That's really what the Seven of Cups is about. So, again, I feel like you just need to step into the energy of what you want and not, like, assume things are going to go one way or the other. With the Justice card, you have the Three of Swords. I do feel there could be some sort of truth coming out here, but this is like a karmic truth. I feel you could almost be seeing someone get their karma. Maybe you found out that your ex, maybe they cheated on the person they cheated on you with or something like that. And you're just kind of seeing, I don't think this is a good or a bad thing. I think you're just seeing the cycle, even in your next row here for what you need to hear right now. You have this repeating patterns card. It says repetitive patterns of behavior are not being addressed. But I feel they are. I really felt when I put this card down that you are seeing some sort of pattern that has repeated, and it's allowing you to avoid it in the future. So this is a good thing, obviously. You have the summertime card. It says positive changes. Do what makes you happy. Yes, we are in the summer right now for the most part. So, what I would say here is definitely focus on your happiness and joy and whatever else you want to do right now, and don't wait. And again, even if you're, I always get comments from people that are like, it's winter in Australia. I'm like, okay, great. Well, I'm saying right now. So do this right now. I don't care if it's winter. I don't care what season it is. I would just start working on moving towards joy, happiness, abundance. You literally have this right here. You have the star, Ace of Wands to the Ten of Cups. That is ultimate happiness if I haven't ever seen it. The star is about having a North Star, aiming, doing something that brings you fulfillment. The Ace of Wands is a card of moving towards that spark of hope or that spark of inspiration, that thing that kind of gets you moving in the morning. The Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. So, I would move towards things that bring you happiness and joy. Those people are choosing to be happy. You even have the Ace of Cups here, and again, the Ace of Cups is fulfillment, so I would be doing whatever it is that brings you fulfillment. Could be a hobby, something fun, could be people, could be anything, and I feel that's going to change your life with the star. I do also feel that you could be attracting a person into your life right now. You have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups obviously could be a knight in shining armor, very solid connection, so I definitely feel that there could be a, really solid person coming in for you here if you want love. I would say it's probably like a very fiery person. It literally could be a fire sign. You go up to the King of Wands. It could also just be a person who is fiery. Like I said, it could be a person who is like bold, assertive. They could be entrepreneurial. They don't have to be. Usually King of Wands type people can be like leaders, or they could even do something like, work in, they could be doing something like law enforcement or something like that as well. I don't know. That popped into my head for some of you. So whatever it is, it looks good to me. It looks like there's a very solid connection. I also feel this is encouraging you to go towards your dreams. I always say that the Knight of Cups, he's normally looking into that cup and he's dreaming of something. Like he's kind of seeing something that he wants to manifest in his life. And we see a giant cup right here. So I feel like that Ace of Cups is really kind of saying that there's something, that I think you see that would bring you a lot of fulfillment. This could be in work and business or whatever. It could be some sort of dream as well. And I feel you need to move in that direction, like towards happiness, joy, abundance. But also, you might be thinking, oh, this business is going to lead to fulfillment. Yes, I feel like that card is saying, yes, it will. Do it. You have the Queen of Pentacles, which says you have all the talents, gifts, resources, everything that you need. So, I would get started. She's focusing, also, the important thing about her, by the way, is that she's focusing exactly on what she wants. She's focusing on the pentacle. She's not focusing on this rabbit right here. That rabbit on the Queen of Pentacles can represent fear and anxiety. So, she understands that what she focuses on is what she gets. So, make sure you're focusing on the right thing. Same thing with the Star card as well. With the Star, you have the Eight of Wands, quick success. Yes, I definitely feel there's quick success coming in for you, especially if you're working towards a goal. Could also be communication coming in love. With the Knight of Cups, you have the World card here, definitely an accomplishment coming in for you. It's funny, I don't know if you saw, I don't know if it's still there, but no, it's not. But when I was shuffling at the beginning of your reading, you had the World and it didn't want to like shuffle into the deck when I was shuffling at the beginning of the reading. So that's pretty interesting, but definitely some sort of accomplishment. Some of you also could be traveling or moving here. I feel like I always get traveling or moving for you. It doesn't really surprise me. What I would say is Uranus and Taurus has a lot to do with freedom. And, the earth signs kind of, have play well with the water sign. So that earth sign energy in Taurus, I think could be your opposite sign. Could be kind of causing you to maybe want some more freedom, or you could just have a stronger, like if you're living somewhere where you feel restricted, or I don't know, maybe you live somewhere where it like freaking snows all the time, right? And you're like, I need to move somewhere where I don't have to shovel snow every single day. It could be as small as that. It doesn't have to be a big reason why, but some of you could be like setting yourself free. It's definitely popping into my head. With the Queen of Pentacles, here you go. Yep, King of Wands here. Definitely a very fiery, bold, assertive person coming in for you. Even if you don't want love, this could be you. This right here would be charging towards a passion, that King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Ace of Wands is, out with the old, in with the new. It really represents moving towards a new beginning or moving towards something that's, really bigger and better for you. So I kind of feel a lot of you could be creating a lot of great things in your life right now. Next, you have this education card and this come together card. I do feel some of you could be coming together with a person. As far as love is concerned, I do feel like this person, the education thing, number one, you could work in education is popping into my head, but they could also work in education. Could also be that this person is going to teach you a lot. I feel regardless, they are. I feel they are going to teach you a lot. Could be a lot of lessons learned, but I feel like these are good lessons, not... this is not a bad thing. I think this person causes you to grow. We see a lot of growth here. Ace of Wands, 2 aces. Aces, sometimes I look at aces almost as seeds. It's just like the start of something. And even the Ace of Wands, to me, is like the root going down into the soil. I always say the Ace of Wands is the seed has already been planted, and now the root is going into the soil. It's starting to grow, but you have to nurture it into existence. If you don't take care of that root before the first leaf comes out, it's not going to grow. So, I kind of see this as something that needs to be really taken care of. You have the King of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. It doesn't matter if this is love or business. Again, I feel for some of you this could be like business, career. Could also be like your health as well. I just really feel, to me, the King of Wands, he really, really nurtures things into existence. I always say the highest vibration form of the King of Wands is he's like truly a good father, right? But that doesn't mean you have to be a father. It just means that anything you care about, anything that you are working on, if you really put in the work to take care of it, to nurture it, then it will grow. And I feel that's what this is saying. And maybe you have to educate yourself. Maybe you have to learn more. Education, to me, education is like empowerment. Teaching yourself things and, educating yourself is the one way that you can truly set yourself apart and be very successful right now. So, that's what I'd be doing here. I do also feel this could be a very fiery, passionate connection. Could be a fire sign. You have the Ace of Wands, again, very fiery, passionate, type of energy. I would move towards your passions as well at this time. The Ace of Wands seems to be guiding everyone, and I really do believe that we are in a time of passion. I believe we are in a time where, people really need to kind of listen to their inner voice and move more towards things that excite them, that bring them, fulfillment, that make them feel fulfilled. So I feel like now is a time of fulfillment. This card also represents out with the old, in with the new. You can see that castle right there is crumbling, and again, it kind of just represents out with the old, in with the new. You have the Nine of Pentacles here. Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence. It is kind of funny because, I feel like some of you want love, but you could be saying to yourself, like, do I really want to, invite someone into my life? Do I really want to allow someone into my space? But I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I think you need to make that decision. For some of you, you don't. For others, I definitely feel you want love. I really feel that if you want love, it will add something to your life. I mean, we literally see that right here. 10 of Cups could be you having a family. Again, I also get this feeling of you, like I said, things speeding up very quickly. Like I said, it's like you're living 7 years in 1 year, like I said at the beginning of the reading. And, I think you are doing this through following, through making sure that you're moving towards the Ace of Wands. To move towards the Ace of Wands, we just have to tap into the energies of inspiration, things that inspire you. I always say, like, to me, the best thing to do is follow your inspirations. Not enough people do it. I started years ago. I started following my inspirations, just doing what I felt inspired to do. Completely changed my life. So, and it's like you never know. Number one, people are going to judge the crap out of you if you do this, right? If you follow your inspirations, because it doesn't look like what society tells us to do. I always say that, I sat in my room for 4 years and I did nothing, which isn't true. I educated myself that entire time. I basically went to YouTube University, right? For 4 years, I learned the crap out of everything that I wanted to learn about. So I absorbed a crap ton of information, also through Audible and like other things as well. But, to the outside world, it just looked like I was sitting there playing video games, but really I was being prepared for something bigger. And so, again, I feel, for a lot of you, I feel you have maybe been in that period of time where you've been educating yourself or learning life lessons. Maybe people see you with that repeating patterns card. They think you're repeating mistakes, but really you're not. Again, I blame school. But I think, school teaches us that we can't make mistakes or that we shouldn't make mistakes when really we should. That's like the best place to learn. So again, don't listen to other people is what I'm trying to get at here. But I also feel, again, that all that energy is catching up. The amount of time that you've spent learning or educating yourself or whatever is catching up here. With the King of Wands, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, a lot of success coming in for you. I feel a lot of progress. I normally do not like the Knight of Pentacles. To me, it's too slow, no movement. I actually feel like you are moving. I feel good about that. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Magician. Yeah, this is what you want right here is happiness. Some of you might want a family as well. And again, I feel you could be surprised at how quickly this happens for you. I'm not saying it's going to happen like you're going to start banging out kids in a year, but you might meet a person that over the next few years you have children with, or over the next few years you develop a family with, if that's what you want. I also feel if you just want happiness, you could be working on projects or businesses that really bring you a lot of fulfillment. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Moon card here. I feel like you need to get out of your head, number one. Is what I'd say here. The Moon also says you don't have to be alone. And, I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is saying, you don't necessarily need to like force yourself to have love in your life, but, you also don't have to be alone in business or anything. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Finally here in the area of the good stuff, no matter what shows up here, it's going to be good no matter what. It says, if the wild ones come with sticks, and then you have this card that says, time to dance around the sun. Time to celebrate. Time to have fun. It is time for you to enjoy yourself, do things that you love for sure, and move towards excitement. It's funny that scary centipede card there says something about the wild ones come with sticks. So again, I feel that some of you could be feeling judged, or you could feel like people in your life are judging you, or whatever. And I would just ignore it, plain and simple. You have the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. Again, this is the only thing I would focus on if I were you, is what brings you joy, happiness, and good things into your life. And so, that's what I would say there. I feel you need to move towards, joy and happiness and, good stuff. And, whatever makes you feel those feelings. It could be anything. So, definitely something to think about. I do feel like there could be love coming in for you very quickly. So, definitely something, like I said, I really feel speed in this reading, things happening quickly. I think it's been years, though, in the making. It's just catching up now. And again, the Knight of Swords is a hasty energy, but it's showing up in the good stuff. So it really suggests that, things are moving forward very, very quickly. You also have the Ace of Cups here. And the Ace of Cups is something that causes your emotions to overflow. So I feel there is a lot of happiness and joy coming in for you here. I also have the word words popping into my head. So, that would actually make sense right here. Eight of Wands can be communication. So if you want love, if you are hoping to meet a new person or something along those lines, it definitely could be communication coming in from a person that leads to love. Could be an earth sign. What else did I say? Earth and fire stand out to me. It could be anything. With the Ace of Cups, though, you have the Knight of Wands, which would be fire. Knight of Wands also encourages you to go on the adventure. Again, it's showing up in the good stuff. I kind of feel this is more your energy anyway. I feel it's encouraging you to, play. The Knight of Wands is very spontaneous. He's willing to try anything. He's just willing to kind of, he's down to clown, Scorpio. He's down to just like go see how things go. He's down to just be spontaneous and see what happens, And I feel that would be a really good energy for you, is just to kind of, just see what happens, not just in love, but, if you come up with some sort of crazy idea, try it, see what happens. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Page of Swords. Definitely, I feel this person could have their eye on you, or you are spying on them. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. I don't know. You're a Scorpio, so you're probably watching them. But what I would say here is, don't be afraid to make a move. Don't be afraid to date this person if they ask you out or whatever. With the Ten of Cups, I kind of knew this was going in the direction of love. There you go, lovers. So definitely could be love. If it's not love, and even if it is love, the lovers can represent being at a crossroads. And it can also say that you have a new choice to make. It's about kind of being at a crossroads, having a choice to make. I always say pick the new path with the lovers. But let's see here. We're going to pull 5 themes, Scorpio, and see what comes up for you. You have this vision card and this status card. Also, Pisces. This is the sun in Pisces here. So it could be a Pisces coming in for you. Could be any sign. Could also be a Taurus. This status card, definitely, regardless of what it is, I feel that it could be a person where it's like the two of you are like a power couple. You increase each other's status in the world. You could also be attracting a person who has status. I also feel with that vision card that your vision could be bringing you status. This whole entire reading is about something that brings you joy. So I feel like you need to pay attention to how you see things, like how you see your life going, and move in that direction. You have this protection card. I do feel you are protected at this time. So the King of Wands, he represents protection. He's got those salamanders on his cloak, those little lizards, the salamander. And salamander represents protection from fire. You can see him here and then right here. It's meant to be a salamander, even though it kind of really looks like a lizard, not a salamander. I don't want to get too technical on you here, but you know, it is what it is. And you know, again, I feel like you should be it's okay to take bigger risks, like in any area of your life. You have the Harmony card. I feel that this is a major focus. It seems to me like everyone's kind of focusing on bringing more peace and harmony into their life, or, you know, just like things that make them more happy. So definitely would be a good focus for you. Next, you have this Generosity card. I feel everybody, it's very weird. Other people have had this about love, like attracting a very generous person. So, you know, that could be something that stands out to you. And finally, you have this Order card. Yeah, like I said, things are falling into place. Things are becoming ordered in your life. Things are catching up for sure. So I love this reading for you, Scorpio. Like I said, I feel like it's 1 year and 7, or 7 years and 1. Like things are, it's like I think you're making a quantum leap here. Let's put it that way. But I think it's been a long time in the making, if that makes sense. So there you go. Love it. Thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.